Good morning, Stampers and crafty friends. How are you today? It is Nemi Batstone here, coming to you from my crafty studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, just 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. And it's Thursday, but actually is most likely like a Friday, since it's Good Friday tomorrow. And I believe it's the holiday we share with most of the world. So looking forward to having a day off, and I'm sure many of you are looking forward to a long weekend. So if you're here, don't forget to like, share, and comment so we can swap cards for a draw. Actually, it's not swap. Actually, it's more like so I can go through who liked, commented, and shared and entered to win the cards for this week. And if you place an order this week, then you also get to receive, if it's $60 or more, then you'll also receive a kit for this class. Anyway, or this week's cards, I should say. Oh my gosh, why can't I speak? I'm going to have to summarize all that later. So I was super excited because yesterday my order finally came in. It was super delayed. I don't know, maybe it's the names of the ink pads or something, but for some reason it got delayed and didn't make it to my doorstep until yesterday afternoon, and like late yesterday afternoon. So I got my catalog, which we get for free. Good morning, Shell. Thank you for joining. And then I got all the new inks. So I'm super excited. I got a few more items too. But if you, I'll probably come on. I got my DSP, so I'm going to share my DSP share with you later. And I've already prepped my ink pads so that they're good to go. So when you open it, they're also labeled. And I also got the basic black hybrid ink. There's been lots of comments about people struggling to open this. Honestly, when I got mine, okay, now I'm struggling today. It's probably because I pressed on it. So it's easier to open it from the side than it is from the top. Now, apparently it's supposed to seal real good, so I struggled there. I'm still struggling because I pushed really hard to make sure it closes well. But if you get your fingernail in there, it actually opens quite easy. I don't know if anybody else, I don't know, Shell, you probably got it already. Did you struggle opening it? So I didn't find it too difficult, but I do find it difficult when I sit there and I press on it and then I go try and open it later and then it becomes a little harder to do. But it's supposed to seal tight, apparently, and it's also supposed to stain your inks, or sorry, your stamp sets. So now here I am struggling because I had no problem yesterday. I was doing it like 3-4 times, and now here I am this morning struggling. Oh, that's funny. There we go. I don't know why. Okay, so it is a struggle then. That's funny. Okay, I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but that's the front and that's the back. But that's all I can show you because we're not allowed to show the inside. So I'm just letting you know. Have you stamped with the black? Lots of comments that it takes 2 hours to dry. You know what, when I hear that comment too, I haven't stamped with it because honestly, it came in late yesterday and then I went to bingo. So I didn't have time. It didn't get here till 3-ish and then I had to make dinner, leave for bingo, yada, yada, yada. So, and I was out most of the day with my dad, but I heard that it does stain permanently, so you're going to have to get over that. That is tough. I'm like you, Shell. I don't like the fact that it stains, but I wonder, can you actually use StazOn cleaner instead? Because it does say to make sure you use a cleaner and then your chamois. So not 100% sure yet, but definitely we'll take a look. But it reminds me of VersaFine, because VersaFine is very similar in that it takes a while to dry. And I wonder if you can take your heat tool to it. So we'll have to see. Now, Memento is leaving us, but however, it's not leaving the world. So it's just going to be more difficult to get. So just keep that in mind if you prefer it. So if you place an order of $100 or more, you can get the eyelet blooms for $5. My product share is out. So I should actually... Let me see here. I was busy this morning doing soccer stuff because it's a little crazy coming up. Well, it will get busier. But if you want, so you can know what is coming up and what's happening, I'll just put it here in the comments. Oh, I didn't even check and see if I'm live and up and running. Oh, there we go. Hide that. And I'll add it to the comments, so then that way you can go to, it just gives you a summary of all my events for this coming April. For this April. It's not coming, it's here. So don't forget as well to my birthday bash. The craft along kits should be going out this weekend. And then my Let's Get Crafty Club is coming up. I did a mashup this time instead of focusing on sweet because I wasn't a big fan of the Delicate Whispers stamped. But no, I mean, it's just my preference, so I switched it out with springtime. And there's 3 cards here and there's one more, but I'm not going to show you the 4th one because that one I want as a surprise. But you'll also get the bronze specialty paper, and you'll get some linen thread, and I haven't decided yet on which embellishments to use because of the fact that I just last month for Card Club, because you know everything is on back order, I did give natural matte dyes already, so I don't want to give that a second time for a second month, although they are quite nice. And so in your pack, you're going to get, with those 3 cards, where is it? I thought I had a sampling made. I know I do somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. So the sample share are these 3, so you're going to get a little pieces, some of that in your cards, so then you have something to work with as well. So super excited about this month's Craft Club cards and what we're going to do with it. Okay, so today's mashup, I kind of took a little bit of the homemade sweetness, and I also took a little bit from Joyful Squares to create with. What else did I do? Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. And what else? Oh yeah, and then obviously we're using Cutest Crew. Like that one is a given though. So you can see where I store my little pieces left over. So let's make the card. So what I did was I used this line paper here. I was going to just do my own lines, but then I thought, you know what, why bother? There is a stamp set that actually has the lines, and I believe it's one of the scrapbooking sets, but I don't have it. And then I was like, oh wait, Homemade Sweetness has a line sheet, like school line sheet. So it's this one here. And I've cut off a piece already. So this piece was here. And I cut it off the 12 by 12. And then it's got the beautiful jams on the other side. So that's what I used. And we're just going to use a small square of that to create our card. So I was surfing Instagram, and then I was looking at Stampin' Through the catalog and found this and thought it was so cute. And I loved the simplicity of it. And I had so much scrap to get rid of off my desk that I thought this is perfect. And I love the fact how it looks like a little school book and has the animals in there. Now, we could have added a bird too. It probably still can, but we just ended up with 2 because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have my 3 gems. So let's see how we can make this work. Okay, so we got a little bit of technique in there and then a little bit of a mess of pieces everywhere from scrap. I say mess because I have a mess here. And it's scrap that we're all using up. So I don't know what I got on there. So maybe, let's see. I might have to get a new piece of thick basic white. Because I don't know what that is. Oh, I know. I was splattering. So then I thought splattering would work. And that didn't, obviously. Because now I got a mess. Okay, I have another one here. Okay, I have another one here. So we'll swap that one out. Okay, so let's have some fun. Oh, this one's got dirt on it. What is going on? Oh, it was nothing. It was just a pencil mark. Oh, there's some here, too. This is Joy of White. You can see everything. Okay, let me clean this up. La, la, la. Okay, so this is our card base, and again, it is portrait because, again, I just said I'm cleaning up my space here, and I'm just picking up whatever I find on my desk. Gotta love it. It's Thursday mashup, right? And then I had a piece of thick basic white. Now you're gonna need thick. You're gonna need thick basic white, not white willow, not basic white, because we're gonna add some water. So either you use watercolor or you use thick basic white. But our technique is so simple that I don't believe we need to waste watercolored paper. And then I cut this one 1/4 inch short, so we're good there. Then I found some scrap Lost Lagoon, which I was using for a sticker, because on this one with Lost Lagoon, there's this die, and I had to turn it into a sticker, so I made sure that was good to go. And so I had this leftover piece, so I'm like, oh, let's use that. And then I have a piece of scrap of Pool Party, which is 2 inches by 1.5 inches for our sentiment. And then I have some scrap Smoky Slate that I found, so we'll use that as our clip for our clipboard. And then I have a piece of Pecan Pie, and I think this one is 3 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches, and then 3 3/8, because this is 2 3/4 square. So it's going to sit there. So I want it a little bit longer along the bottom. It almost could also be like a picture, so you could easily, I could have cut this out too and put a picture frame, because I just pretty much used the die here as a marker, and this one's 2 3/4. So that worked out good. And then I went, okay, well then I might as well 3 inches with a little bit on the bottom. Okay, so let's get our coloring first on this piece, so then we can let it dry. Okay, so we're gonna take some Pretty in Pink. So you can either use Pretty in Pink ink pad or Pretty in Pink refill. And I'm gonna do it using the refill because I have a glass mat. Now you can also take a block and put ink on here and spritz it to get the look you want. Or in my case, you can also take a block. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll use a block instead of my glass mat, but I prefer my glass mat. I'm just going to take a couple blobs of Pretty in Pink. And then I can take we're going to use the thick. Move that out of the way. And then we're going to add water here. Or, and this is how I made a mess last time, is you can take a spray tool and add water to it as well. But this is why I use, my glass mat. So, because then I don't have to do this. And then you can just mix it all up so that you get the color and the texture you're looking for. Okay, now I'm going to add just a tad more water in there. And then all you're going to do literally is just make lines. Now that's too light, in my opinion. Now we're covering up most of it, so I'm just adding lines at the top and at the bottom. Just messy, doesn't matter, look. Because our square is going to just literally sit in the middle. So see here, we're just creating that watered look, or adding some, dimension or texture and appeal to the back, to our background. So we're creating our own background. Now, if you use your thick, right, in order to clean it, all you have to do now is drop some water and brush that off onto a paper towel. And this too, brush it off. So usually I just use my glass mat and I just wipe it off with my chamois. So it makes it a lot easier. But if you don't have it, a block like that works great. So I just want to make sure you know what your techniques are. And the glass mat is fantastic, by the way. So if you don't have one, I strongly recommend you get the Stampin' Up one. It's a great size. It also comes with a couple accessories, even comes with a little chamois and to wipe off your glass mat, your glass table. So then that's all done, and I just put that back, and you can keep the water in there. So don't have to take that out. And now that's done. So let's let that dry. And while we let that dry, we'll get our stamping done, which isn't much. So we need this. We need this. Oh, and we need a scrap piece of white. I thought I had it here. So let me grab another piece. I had some sitting here. I have lots sitting here, actually. I'm just trying to find the right piece so that I'm not wasting time. Oh, here we go. I got a long, nice strip of white willow to actually work with. Oh, good morning, Janice. Welcome, welcome. We missed you yesterday at bingo. It was a packed house. Games were high. So, but lots of fun. So I'm just gonna refresh my page here because I can see that I can't see the comments. It's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why Facebook's doing that. Maybe I changed the setting. Who knows? Okay. So we just need memento. So we're going to stamp our pieces. So for this one here, for Smoky Slate, what we need is the top of our clip. So I'm going to just stamp that and get that going. And then this will go there. And then we need a sentiment. And so from Cutest Crew, we have just a little hello. So that is our stamp scent of the week. And it'll fit perfectly here. Oh, it's doing it on your end too? Yeah, okay, that's really weird. So weird. I think I'll do a separate video. So for the DSP share, I just got my box yesterday too of all the different DSPs and what's going to be in the DSP share. So super excited about it. Did you see the new pattern papers too? Okay, sidebar. Did you get the new pattern paper one as well? Oh, I think it's super pretty. Which one is it? Because that one's velveteen. And then, oh yeah. So then I got this massive stencil. This is really bad because I'm getting sidebarred here. And I really shouldn't be doing that. But I got this crazy paper. Oh yeah, this one. The pattern paper of 12 by 12. What's it called? 24, 26 painted patterns, 12 by 12. And I'm like, oh la la. So I haven't really opened it or looked at it. So I want to share that later. But anyway, oh, I'm so bad. I'm going to be sidebarring constantly. Okay, so we got that. And then I need a kitty cat. So you could stamp the whole thing, but I took the kitty cat from the middle. Oh yeah, the stencils. Oh no, not another dry lip. Yes, Janice, I have another DSP share, and it's like there's 13. Plus my gift to you this time is the so I got a bunch. So there's the new dots, but is the butterflies. So I'm gonna gift everybody with the butterflies, and then there's also the two-tone cardstock. But now I'm thinking, oh, instead of two-tone cardstock, maybe I should give you the pattern one. I don't know. So I got the stencil. Okay, am I sidebarring too much? Just tell me if I'm crazy because I got the stencil. It is massive. It's a 12 by 12 stencil. Like, who does that? I don't, does anybody else sell 12 by 12 stencil? So here it is. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to store this. It's like, so you get two stencils. You get this gorgeous dot pattern, and then you get this. You get this gorgeous waves beach pattern and the dots. I cannot wait to play with this. So I was already talking to Rachel and V and saying, hey, you know, we should do something with those stencils. And they're like, yeah, we should. So something's coming up and something's brewing. Anyway, look at me sidebarring. Okay, back to card making. So that is going to be a fun one and a must on your wish list for me. Okay, so there's all our kitties. We don't need them all. I only want that one, but I chose to stamp them all. So then that way I can use the other kitties for other things. Just leave it with your stamp set. Same thing with the puppies. We only need one. I only need this dude on the end. So I could have just did him, but you know what? I'm going to do them all. Oh, it does fit? Did you put yours in a paper holder already? That's good to know, because I haven't put mine in anything. But usually all my stencils, they hang together in this one bin. So now I'm like, where do I put it? So I'm like, Okay, so now we're going to grab some blends. Okay, so we're doing this puppy, and then I took this kitty. So to get that going, I'm just going to, will not fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. Yeah, that's disappointing. Yeah, I figured. So I've got light pecan pie. So I'm just going to bring you down a wee bit. Just a wee. And then, so then this way too, I can sit and I can color because I was standing. So I decided to make this one into a patch, which is what they did too on Stampin' Through the catalog on the Instagram page. So we're going to give them a patched eye like that. And then I'm going to do the other side of the ear like so. Not really, you know, making it perfect or anything. And then I'm going to give him another patch over here. It's like a little spotted dog. And then go right along the back and a bit of the tail like that. And then I'll put a spot here at the belly. There we go. We could even spot the paws. Let's see. Put a little, make his paws look like they're spotted. And then that's our puppy. So we got a little spotted puppy. So now we're gonna do a striped tabby cat. So I'm gonna take dark pumpkin pie. Now my tip is ruined. So we're gonna use the other side, and then it was popping out. So I'm just gonna stripe the tail. Stripe the back. Stripe his back, I think. And then maybe a stripe or two by the paws. And then I'll add a few stripes along the top of his head. And then we're gonna go in with light peach pie and just color him up for her. I was gonna do a black, but then I wanted color because our new cat, Cosmo, is black and white, of course. We seem to always get a black and white cat. And the black and white cats are the first ones to leave us. So I don't know. Okay, so there we go. But we only need those two, so that's all we're gonna do. So we got that, we got that. I think our stamping is done except for the inside, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So then we're just gonna take our dies. Now I can fussy cut it, but since I'm going to use it, I want to use all the other animals for later. Actually I should cut this in half first. We're gonna cut it in half. And then I don't need this end. So that'll go back in the scrap pile. And then put this back. So I'll just get this lined up. Oops. Or can get it lined up. There we go. And then we'll do our cat. Yeah, you know the nice thing about DSP Share is you're paying like a quarter of the price. And not only that, but you're getting a sample. So then you don't have to buy the whole thing and then realize later, oh, I didn't like that. So, it's so amazing. Like the Velveteen, did you open the Velveteen DSP? That was the one I actually was able to open right away because it's right on top. But all the white flowers are like velvet. Like it has so much texture in the designer series paper. And I'm just like, wow. Like I honestly don't feel comfortable cutting it up. So sad. Okay. Oh, we need this one. So then we're just gonna pull that one out of this. Okay. Oopsies. And then we're just gonna add that there. And I'm gonna add tape because I'm putting this all onto the same, onto my big boss. Okay. What else did I miss? I don't think I missed anything else. Okay, so let's grab our big boss here and put that on there. So we got the 3 plus this. Perfect. So then we can do it all in one shot. If I did it in the mini, I'd have to do it all. I'd have to do them. I could probably do those 2, but it wouldn't fit. So at least on my big boss, I'm going once and all of the pieces fit. And hopefully this is all the pieces. Okay. So here we go. We'll take that. We'll put that back. And we have this one as well. And then we have this one. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of fussy cutting, but not a lot. Just want to make sure I put these back on my magnetic plates. So, on my magnetic holders. So then that way we're good. And then we're just gonna cut this one out. So let's go through there. There we go. I could leave the flower. But I'm gonna cut off the flower. And then this one as well. No, that's my husband's cell phone, I know. You probably can hear it, right? Can you hear that go, woo, that whistling? That's his cell phone. So we're just cutting around those whiskers to the other side. Okay, so now these other pieces I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna bother with the little flower. And they're gonna go, I like to stuff them here inside so then I know I have them. And then I can reuse them for a different project. Or not, because it doesn't want to go in. Okay, so now we have our 2 puppies. Oh, I forgot to die cut this one. Darn it. So this is, there's, in the die set, there's these 3 little butterflies. So I'm going to cut those off. I'm going to just run that through a box cut machine. Sorry, I'm like, I knew something was missing. I'm like, do I have it all? Okay, just real quick. There, done. Okay, so pull that off. And of course they're all stuck in there because they have adhesive sheet behind them. So I find that when there's adhesive sheet, it tends to stick in there. And these are so tiny, like this tiny butterfly, this one here, it is so small. It's like the size of an gem. Holy, so tiny. Okay, there's our 3. Okay, like really super small. Look how small that is. Okay, so we don't want to lose that one. And now I think we're done. Let's get this out of the way. So now I think we have our pieces. Put that there. Oh, Mr. Flower, you can go. And I don't want to lose that butterfly. So I'm just gonna put them there so that I know I don't lose them. Okay, so some assembly required. So we already have our pieces cut here. So we're just gonna glue that one down. Grab our glue. Yeah, the cats are super cute. And there's also like little dies you can die cut. So remember at Crop, I gave you guys a little gift. And then I die cut the little animals and because they have them all here. So there's 3 birds, 3 kitty cats, and then 3 puppies. And then they were on one of your gifts. I can't remember which one. Oh yeah, I remember. It was on the Easter basket. So I put a little Easter basket with the thank you tag. I put a little animal. So everybody got different ones. One had cats and then others had dogs on it. I think I did do the birds too, so everybody got a different one. That was that crop. Can't wait for the next crop. I've already got stuff ordered and coming in for crop, and it's almost full, so I haven't been advertising. And it's still a little early to advertise, I think. Okay, so there's that. And then this, we're also gonna put a little bead of adhesive here along the bottom. We don't need much. That's a new bottle, so of course when it's a new bottle, it likes to squirt out a little bit because air pressure in there wants to just pop out and let some of that glue out of there. So I'm just gonna, oops, try to pull it over a bit more, but I guess it just chose to come off. So I didn't center it very well. So there, now it's a little, that's more centered. There you go. And then we need to assemble. So we're gonna take this, and that'll go there. So what did I use? Did I use dimensionals? I think I did. So we'll add dimensionals to the back. It's a real simple card, but cute, in my opinion. And you know, we did a little bit of watercoloring in there. Okay, I think that's a little excessive, but that's definitely not going anywhere. Okay. I just want to make sure this stays up as well. Okay. And then we're just gonna put that at a bit of an angle on there, however angle you like. So that's our clipboard. And then we need our sentiment. It says just a little hello. So this I didn't use dimensionals on, so we'll just add adhesive on that. And the reason why is because I'm putting dimensionals on the puppies, but then I'm also gonna pop it up onto our card base. So it's got a lot of lift. Okay, and then we'll add that there. Just making sure it's somewhat straight. Doesn't have to, doesn't have to be, but what happened there? Slide. Okay, so then our puppies, I'm gonna grab a couple minis. Tell me, I don't want to lose those butterflies. Flutterbys. And I'm gonna add, my fingers are too chubby for these minis. And then we're gonna put puppy here. And then we're gonna take our cat. So our cat, our new cat, has been upstairs with the boys the whole time with a, you know, a temporary, which in my opinion is gonna be permanent because my husband doesn't, his version of temporary is, it doesn't get done. So he's been up there the whole time. And so I never see him. Okay, so hopefully he's having fun. And I don't know if the kids, like they do sleep with their doors closed. So hopefully, I think Bishop said no, that they make sure he's not in their room at night when they sleep, because then they can't close their door. But who knows? Okay, so one butterfly there. So these are kind of like our embellishments. And then this butterfly. There's another die cut in there too, besides the animals. That's super small. The flowers is the other one, which we didn't use yet. And then that one will go there. And then we have a third butterfly. So I just use adhesive sheets for the back, so you can see here how easy it is to just peel it off and turn it into a sticker. And there's our 3 butterflies, and that's pretty much it. Now, Moody, come on now. So our Moody palette dots are finally back again, so I thought I would use those. I was like, they keep going on back order, like this one anyway. So it's quite popular. So, and plus 2 virtual retreats used them, so I guess that kind of kiboshed it a bit. So, but again, yesterday when I looked, they were on low inventory a second time. I'm just like, come on. And I've been wanting to get them because we missed out on them for Card Club. So I'm hoping I can use them with the other cards. Like it does have Secret Sea and Old Olive and the cloud cover, right? So I think it does work perfectly with this designer series paper. So I'm hoping I can pick some up before they go on back order, and then we're in trouble again, right? Yes, this card is very simple, so easy, and I love it. And this one's a great one too to easily create over and over again. So you can turn this, like, I mean, there was like what, 5 or 6 dogs and cats. So you could color them all, and then for every card, just put a different dog and cat. And then you'd have tons done in no time, right? So then now this just goes here on the front, and voila, we are finished. We are finished. So, does everybody have big plans for Easter? It's Easter weekend, so tomorrow's Good Friday. So, I'm probably, although, yeah, Bishop's practice got canceled, so that's a good thing. So now I'm like, oh, I guess I can go to church now. So we'll see. And then that goes there. Okay. So I think that's it. Did I miss anything? This was my original. And then there's this one, which, I don't know. I made a boo-boo there, so I don't know what happened. So this one will be the one that gets shipped for sure. But that's pretty much it. So again, if you'd like to see another quick sneak peek, I will be at St. Mark's getting, oh, yay, dinner for 20. Oh, me too. We're having fun. So Saturday, we're going to the cottage. So we're actually, I think we're a smaller group this time because everyone's away. And usually at Easter, we're away because of soccer. But Bishop's, we didn't get enough players for Bishop's team, so we're not in Regina right now with everybody else. So check this out. So this is the paper. Oh, the new in color. I'm gonna zoom out a bit so you can see more. Like, look at that. So pretty. So this is the hydrangea hue. So are they all the same on the one side? Okay, so you get 2 dots, 2 stripes. This is the B side. 2 dots, 2 stripes. How beauty is that? So I think, I can't remember if I included this one in my share pack. I have to double check. But literally, I ordered all the DSP so I could figure out the pricing. And then as well, okay, look, this one is that pink color. What's the new pink color called? Where's my stamp sets there? Oh, crisp cantaloupe. This one's crisp cantaloupe? No, this one's crisp cantaloupe. So this is Barely Blush. It's super light. Janice, you have such a big family. That's amazing. So, yeah, and then I'm hosting on Sunday. So Sunday we're going to play some mahjong, do some karaoke. Typical Filipino family. Eat lots of Filipino food because, you know, nobody's like, oh, can we do Filipino food instead of turkey or ham? I'm like, whatever, sure. Yeah, Barely Blush. So anyway, and then here's the B side. Wee. So yeah, it's very cute. So anyway, I will be trying to do an impromptu video this weekend of all the DSP or DSP share. I've just shared some of my, I'm sorry, I swung you there. My apologies. And then I have my 3 of the 4 cards because I'm missing some earth and tone. So I was going to make my own, but then, yeah, so here I ran out of bronze DSP or bronze specialty paper. So I created my own. And then, So that's card club. So, and then I have card class. So I will definitely share those ones that I've made for card class as well, in case you want to kit. But other than that, it's Friday for most of us. So have a great weekend. I'm not 100% sure if I will be on tomorrow, but I think I should be. I should be able to make it work because I don't think we have Good Friday plans. But not too sure what we're doing. I haven't talked to the hubby yet. So either way, have a great day. Happy stamping. And hopefully we see you again tomorrow morning at 9. Take care.